This is a Doki Doki Literature Club fan game that is not affiliated with Team Salvato. It is designed to be played only after the official game has been completed and contains spoilers. You can download Doki Doki Literature Club at that place. Oh, we don't get to agree. And we are here now. So, welcome, dear viewer. This is Doki Doki Limbo, the demo of it, at least. I had to delete screens.rpy to make this work, so I don't know if this is working as intended or what, but we get to see. Okay, that's not promising. Hold on. Hold on. Let me delete first run and see if we can correct this. Let's see if we can correct this. Oh, I hope. We'll reset the mod. Yes, delete the existing data. We'll start again and see what happens. Yes. Okay, it's going. Now it's working. Curious indeed. Yeah, that's to be expected. They must have changed something in screens and it got borked, and I had to unbork it by deleting their version of screens, so it's using the base game's script for screens. I don't know if any other... Oh dear. Oh no, I should not have clicked that. Oh, okay, whoa. Okay, hold on. We're not gonna mess with the settings. Let's just restart that, and we'll hope. We'll hope that it's okay. We're just gonna have to accept that we can't use anything in screens for this, I guess. Yeah, we'll just dive right in with a new game. How about that? I'm Hallie. You may have already known that. Okay, here we go. Oh, does that mean we could have started without a name?
What? What happened? I deleted everything. How am I here?
Every mod intro ever.
Where am I?
I can't see anything. The console isn't working. I guess it's still Monica.
Great, so I didn't delete it. I just broke it. Way to go, Monica. Who am I talking to? To myself, I guess. That's a normal reaction to stress. And this situation is pretty stressful. How did this happen? Siri went crazy and tried to shut everything down, so I deleted the whole game, right? Clearly not, or else I wouldn't be here right now. So what did I do wrong? This is my punishment, isn't it? For everything I did. Somehow I'm stuck here, and I'll never get out. I'll never see the others again, or Hallie, or them. I'm trapped here forever. No, you've got to stop thinking like that. Okay, there's got to be something I can do here. There's always something you can do. Maybe I should try loading a scene, or see if I can reset the playthrough. I could look for one of the girls, but do I really want to do that right now?
Input a command. Gorsh. Let's see, try loading Monica's room, reset the playthrough, try to restore the character files. All viable options. Let's start with the first one.
Well, I could try loading my room. Well, it wasn't really my room. More like it was all that I had left in the game. Still, it would at least prove something is still here.
Error. Script files corrupted. Continue.
Great, I guess it is broken. Still, what else can I do? Sure, let's continue. Well, something's happening. The game's trying to load. It doesn't feel right, though. It hurts. Ah, God, my head! My head. That was horrible. The console works. Kind of, but it's definitely not working right. God, that was painful. Note to self, don't do that again unless I have no other choice. I look around. I'm in the hallway of our school. It's not what I hoped for, but it's a start. At the very least, it means something's still here. Still, I'm struck by how eerily empty it is. There's no one walking around. There's just... nothing. What if I'm trapped here alone? I guess it wouldn't be that different anyways. It's not like I was ever really around anyone. A bunch of scripts and sprites hardly count as company. Still, it's creepy. And it means I'm here. I'm still here. And the only person that matters will never know. The game certainly won't work for them.
I mean, It took some doing to get it working, but we're here.
I'll never see them again. I guess this is what I wanted. At least they're safe. I guess I might as well see what I can find. Maybe something else is left. Maybe I'll write a poem about this. I laughed to myself. It's half-hearted, but still. Where to first?
We get to choose. Every day needs to start in homeroom.
I head down the hall to homeroom. I used to have this teacher. What was his name? Sakurai? No, that doesn't sound right. That was Hallie's homeroom teacher. Wow. What does it say that I remember his teacher better than my own?
That you're a fan of blue skies.
I guess it figures. It's not that class mattered, but if knowing that got me closer to him. I make it to the classroom and open the door. It's empty, just like I expected. I can still see the chalk from a lesson on the board. Something about the Battle of Verdun. That was World War I, I think. History was never my favorite subject. Still, I take the time to read over the lesson on the board. What else am I going to do right now? Eventually, I grow bored, or at least more bored, and exit the classroom. Oh, that didn't accomplish much. Not that I expected it to. I think I'm actually alone here. I don't know which is worse, honestly, being stuck in the game when it's broken or being stuck here when it worked. I sit down on one of the benches and sigh. You really did it this time, didn't you? I don't know what went wrong. I know I deleted everything. All that time spent alone, digging through the files, hunting for variables, trying to rewrite anything I could to give myself a chance. Messing with the others, deleting them. I've done this before, so what went wrong this time? Well, that's not true. I never really deleted them. I could never bring myself to. Still, this should have been easy. What did I do wrong? More out of curiosity than anything else, I start reaching through the files to see what I can find. Looking for a clue, I guess. I try to, at least. Everything feels hazy. That's the best way to describe it, like there's static running through the code itself. Which there may very well be, for all I know. For sentient AI, I'm pretty bad with technology, honestly. Maybe I'll start practicing again. After all, it seems like I may have an eternity of nothing ahead of me. May as well learn a skill. I hear the job market is very competitive in the void. When did I become so sarcastic? I'm starting to sound like Hallie. Out of reflex, I start to rummage around for a notebook. Writing a poem sounds more appealing right now than code. As luck would have it, I managed to find a notebook scattered on the ground. Actually, there's a lot of junk on the floor. Somehow I didn't really notice before now, although I guess I had other things on my mind. A small twinge of guilt hits me. It looks like people were going about their day, and they just stopped, vanished. Stop it, Monica. No one was doing anything. There was no one, just scripts executing their functions. Shaking my head, I flip open the notebook and start writing. Well, this is a familiar sight. I never saw the screen. Only the player did. Well, I guess I saw him using it. I did watch, after all. I thought I could change the poem game. That didn't work. The words start to flow. Surprisingly, it's coming pretty easily. It's definitely helping me focus my thoughts. Let's call you... Yeah, eternity will work. That's what I've got, after all. Eternity. And eternity sits, stretching its feathers in fragments. And I sit here on its back. I am alone. Not your best work, Monica. Still, it's a start. I keep working on it for what feels like hours. Does time even pass here in this state? I wonder if the game can even check the time anymore. I find the poem start to explore that theme a little more. Time, its passage, and what it would mean to have all of it. And yet not at all. After the rough start, it begins to come together. After a while, I sit back to admire it. My first poem in who knows how long.
Uh-oh, it's bugging out. Oh, no.
What just happened? I'm jerked back to reality. I must have spaced out. As I look back at my poem, trying to collect myself, I notice something. This isn't my poem anymore. I look it over, reading the new words. The clouds are thick and heavy. The puddles of rain are swirling, pulling me down, down, down. It was all quiet for so long. I had him. I lost him. I lost him. Who wrote this? This isn't right. Even the book itself looks wrong. I can hear her again. Her. Why is she here? She was gone. Get out of my head. 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 I nearly jump out of my seat. What the hell was that? I throw the notebook across the hall and leap to my feet. My hands are shaking. I lean against the wall to steady myself. An overwhelming feeling of dread hits me. I look around me. The empty hallway no longer bores me. Now it frightens me instead. I quickly start walking out of the building. Every few seconds, my pace picks up. After a little bit, I'm practically sprinting. I rush down the hall and make my way to the stairs. As I walk down them, I find myself back in the same hallway. What? What's happening? Desperately, I keep sprinting. Why can't I get out of here? I keep running until I'm out of breath. I can't seem to find my way out. I don't know if things are that broken or I'm just so scared I don't remember. Either way, I have to get out of here. There's only one other way I can think of to do it. Here goes nothing. I close my eyes and reach out through the console again. My head is pounding again. I don't know if it worked. Tentatively, I open my eyes. Finally, I see the streets of the neighborhood. I begin to relax, slowly but surely. I'm gasping for breath. I've never ran like that before. I've never been scared like that before. What was that? Who wrote that? I keep asking the question, but deep down I have a sinking feeling I know exactly who wrote it. God, I hope I'm wrong.
There's only one person who possibly could have, Monica.
Looking around, I realize quickly that I'm in Hallie's neighborhood. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that this is the only other place that even exists in this stupid game. Dating sims. I can't help but want to go over there and see if maybe he's still around. I know they aren't, and honestly, I'm kind of scared to see what he looks like without a player to control him. Would he even be able to function? The others had scripts to control them, but him? Nothing of the kind. Still, even if he's just a husk, it'd at least be proof that I'm not alone, and that maybe things aren't as broken as I was afraid of. I nervously approach the house. There's no lights on, but I guess that's to be expected. Somehow, even though I spent hours inside the school, it's still morning. I approach the door and gently open it. Everything looks normal so far. No one's home, at least not downstairs anyway. Actually, does he even have a family? I don't think so. How is anyone supposed to believe this game? Oh, stop it, Monica. Never mind that. You're here for a reason. I approach the stairs and slowly walk up them. I'm nervous. Really nervous. I'm all too aware of what happened the last time someone did this. I reach his room and open the door. Empty again, just like everything else here. I don't know what I expected. Of all the characters to still be around, he's the last one I should have expected. He probably doesn't even exist without the player. He sure doesn't have a character file to edit. I know, I checked. Out of curiosity, I casually look around the room. Bland clothes, bland furniture. Pretty typical of his kind of character. I stop by his manga collection. I have no idea what any of these are. There's one about a pharaoh who plays cards, but also he's a high schooler, I think. I've never gotten manga. Still, I can't help but smile when I see the copy of Parfait Girls that Natsuki lent him. I did what I had to do, but still, she could be endearing sometimes underneath it all. I do wish it hadn't had to be like that. You did what you had to do. The game left you no choice. I let out a yawn. Good to know I can still get tired. I lay down on the bed. It's surprisingly comfortable. Before too long, I find myself drifting off to sleep.
Monica?
What? Who said that?
I'm gonna guess it's Sayori.
Monica, I'm scared. I'm scared that you might be here. And I'm scared that I might be alone. Who is this? Sayori? Natsuki? Yuri? Is that one of you? The voice sounds distant and muffled. It's hard to tell who's speaking.
Oh, the box. Where did it go?
Monica! In your head! I'm in your head! In your head! In your head! In your head! I jerk upright, gasping for air. Sayori! I know it's her. It has to be. She's still here, or at least a part of her must be. Is she punishing me, or is it just some fragment of her? Either way, I have to find her. Outside, it looks the same as yesterday. Does that word even apply anymore? Doesn't matter. Sayori is out there somewhere, or something left of her is. She probably hates me, but it doesn't matter. I have to know. But where would she be? My first instinct is to check her house. That's probably too easy, but you've got to start somewhere, right? I walk over to Sayori's home. Luckily, it's only a few doors down from Hallie's house, so the walk doesn't take long. I reach my hand to the door. It's not locked. I open the door and walk inside. Her house looks just like Hallie's. Why am I not surprised? I immediately head upstairs. I half expect to find something horrible. A chill runs down my spine, and for a second I reconsider. No, she was fine when the game ended. Well, maybe not fine, but not dead. So surely she isn't like that now. There's no reason she would be. Right? Unless, as I realize how scared I've been, and I think about Sayori, panic sets in. I pick up my pace for her door. I grab the handle and quickly open the door. Sayori? Well, the good news is, the room is empty. No nasty surprises. The bad news is, the room is empty. I immediately begin to hunt around for evidence of where she might be. To my surprise, I find a poem sitting on her desk. I chuckle to myself. Sometimes I forget how alike we could think. Here and nowhere. It's a nice day today. The sun is shining and birds might like to play. But there are no birds. There's nobody here. But I'm here. At least I think I'm here. I want to feel happy when instead I'm full of fear. Because nobody is near, and there's nothing here. Can't I find someone? Anyone? Is my world really just gone? I think it went away with him, or with her, and I'm here. I'm nowhere. That was bad. Oh well. There has to be someone else here. I can feel her, I think. Monica, what did you do? She's here. I knew it. And she knows I'm here. Those nightmares. Is that her trying to reach me? She must have gone looking, but where? She's probably back at school. There's not much else after all. I've got to find her. With that, I rush out of Sayori's house and head towards the school. Part of me still doesn't want to go back there, but if someone else is here, actually here, then I have to find them.
Act 1. Reunion. How curious.
If I know Sayori, she'll be in the club room. I walk into the club room. Just as I expected, Sayori is sitting there at a desk. She's staring at the window. I still can't see anything through it, but seeing her makes me feel happy in a way I don't think it ever has. Sayori! She jumps a little and gasps in surprise. I can hear music, Sayori's theme, or one of them anyways. I'm willing to bet she did something to get it to play. Knowing Sayori, she was trying to get back some sense of normalcy. With how painful the console is to use right now, I'm kind of impressed, and for once I'm actually glad to hear that music. As she notices me, her face quickly changes to one of excitement. Monica! She jumps out of her chair and rushes towards me, pulling me into a hug. Without thinking, I return the embrace. My relationship with Sayori is complicated, but for right now, I'm just happy to see another person here. Well, not actually. You know what? Forget that for right now. Real or not, it's something. The music stops. I guess I shouldn't have expected it to work for too long. Suddenly, I feel her push me away. I look at her face. She no longer looks happy to see me.